So just a set of blocks for today. We're going to get started having a comfortable seat on the floor. You're welcome to place a block underneath your hips or just find a seat on your mat, allowing your knees to fall open. Maybe resting your hands on your thighs, lengthening through your spine. You're welcome to bring a gentle gaze behind your eyes and just focusing here on your breath. Maybe set an intention for class today. Belly rise on the inhales, belly falls on the exhale. On your inhales, expanding your ribs in all dimensions. Let it go on your exhale. At any point in your practice, if your mind begins to wander, come back to your breath, come back to your intention. Finding gratitude for yourself, showing up on your mat today. As you take a deep breath in, lengthen through your spine, reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Hold that length as you begin to exhale, allowing your shoulders to fall down from your ears. On your next inhale, fill all the way to the top. Once you get there, seal your lips. Now breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe drawing the tongue towards the roof of your mouth. Ujjayi-like breathing. More rounds of breath here. Allowing your ribs to expand, belly, ribs, and lungs on your exhale. Letting go of that breath through your nose on your exhale. One more round of breath here. Next breath, inhale, keep your arms overhead. You're welcome to flutter your eyes open. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach arms overhead, bringing your gaze back to center. Exhale, bend your elbows. Maybe arch your back a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach arms overhead. One more time. Exhale, cactus. Spread your fingers as wide as you can, elbows down and back. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, bringing your hands behind your head. Deep inhale, gaze up, look up. On your exhale, round your spine, elbows towards one another. They do not have to touch. Inhale, open your chest, spread your collarbone wide, elbows tracking opposite directions. Exhale, round your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, open. Seated cat and cow, keeping the elbows wide. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back to center, stack your shoulders over your hips, elbows draw wide. Really lengthen from your right elbow far to your left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right elbow to right hip. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left elbow to left hip. Inhale, come back through center. One more time each side. Exhale, right elbow to right hip. Stack the left shoulder over the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, left elbow to left hip. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist, look over the left side. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist, hold it to the right. Release your left hand to your right knee. Release your right hand behind your hip or bind it around towards your left hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Shoulders over your hips, elbows are wide. Exhale, twist over the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist over the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Hold it here. Release your right hand to your left knee. Release your left hand behind your back or release it and bind it around towards your right hip. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, this time looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the gaze. Notice the additional stretch in your back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to find a tabletop at the center of our mat. If you had a seat on the block, just set it off to the side. We'll come back to it in a little bit. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Allow your hips to sway from side to side. Just moving here in any organic movement that feels comfortable for you today. Feeling that stretch in the outer hip as you bump the hips from side to side. Holding and breathing. Gently come back to center. Tuck your toes. Inhale, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Deep inhale. On your exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine, create space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, tuck your toes, gaze up, look up, spread your fingertips wide. On your exhale, untuck your toes, spiral your elbow creases to the top of the mat, rounding your spine. One more time here with your breath. Inhale, tabletop cow. Exhale, come into your cat. Come back to a neutral spine. Starting with the right elbow, draw your right elbow wide. Right hand behind your ear. Inhale, gaze up, look up. Exhale, right elbow taps your left wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Now reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread your right arm all the way under and through the left side body. As your right hand plants on the floor, allow your right cheek or ear to come towards the floor or a block. You can stay here with your left arm box out or extend your left arm long. You can also bind it around towards your right hip. Extend your left leg long, just like a kickstand, straight back, pressing into the ball of your left foot. Holding here and breathing. Plant your left hand under your shoulder. Keep your left leg long, press into your left palm. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, release your right hand under your right shoulder. Inhale, point your left toes, lift your left leg. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, lift an inch more. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your left leg up and over. Tap the outer right side of your mat. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it for the inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Kick it straight back. Exhale, rainbow up and over. This time, pressing the ball of your foot in towards the floor, maybe looking over your right shoulder and seeing your left toes. Stay here as long as you like. You can rock forwards and backwards if that's comfortable. Rocking forwards towards your toes lessens the stretch. Rocking towards your heel deepens that stretch. Inhale, draw that left knee back under your left hip. Bump the hips side to side. Inhale, draw your left elbow wide. Hand behind your head, gaze up, look up. Exhale, left elbow taps your right wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Now draw your left arm towards the ceiling, gazing up, looking up. Exhale, thread your left arm all the way under and through the right side body. As your left arm reaches the floor, allow your left cheek or ear to come towards the floor or a block. Hips are elevated. You're welcome to stay here with your right hand in box out or extend your right arm long. Another variation is also to bind around towards your left hip to open up that shoulder. Extend your right leg long, straight back behind you, just like a kickstand. Hold it here for one more breath. Plant your right hand back under your right shoulder. Keep your right leg long, press into your right hand. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, plant your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale, lift your right leg high, point your right toes. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, lengthen an inch further. Exhale, crunch your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that right leg up and over. Big tap to the outer left side of your mat. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Hold it for the inhale. Exhale, tap your knee. Inhale, lift. Kick it straight back. Rainbow up and over. Big arch over to the left side. Planting the ball of your right foot in towards the floor. Maybe looking over your left shoulder. Holding here and breathing. You can rock forwards and backwards. You can move side to side. Holding here and breathing. On your next breath, inhale, draw your right knee back under your right hip. Coming back to your tabletop, draw your right elbow wide, directly above the floor. We're going to rotate that right elbow towards your right hip. Come back to center. 2 more times. Exhale, rotate right elbow to right hip, just as we did in our warm-up from our seated position. 1 more time. Crunch. And back to center. Plant your right hand under your right shoulder. Lengthen your left elbow wide, directly above the mat. Exhale, draw your left elbow to your left hip. Come back to center. 2 more times. Exhale, reach. Come back through center. 1 more time. Exhale, reach. Back to center. Gently plant your left hand under your left shoulder. We're going to come into our tabletop once again. Walk your hands up, palm print forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Coming into our down dog. Biceps frame your ears. Press your heels in towards the floor. Now begin to pedal out your heels, bend and extend 1 knee at a time as you lengthen through the opposite leg, allowing your hips to bump from side to side. Gently lower both of your heels towards the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Circle out your right ankle. Hold that right knee bent. Draw your right knee towards your right wrist, releasing your left knee towards the floor. You can keep your left toes tucked and slide that left leg back for pigeon pose. You're welcome to place a block underneath your right hip for support to even out the hips. You can walk your hands towards your midline on the floor on blocks, gently gazing up towards the ceiling for half king pigeon. Stay here as long as you'd like. At any time, you're welcome to fold forward, get a little bit deeper into that outer right hip stretch. Maybe gently rock side to side, that's comfortable. Plant your hands under your shoulders, lower to your right hip. Slide that left knee up so it taps the base, or the sole of your right foot rather. Hands behind you for support, hands at heart center for more of a core challenge. We're going to lift our knees to the ceiling, plant your feet on the floor, and then rotate your knees to the back of the mat. Now your left knee is forward, right knee tapping your left foot. Inhale, lift your knees to the ceiling, plant your feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of the mat. One more time, we're going to add on this time. Inhale, lift your knees, come to the back of the mat. Make sure both knees are on that mat. Inhale, lift your hips, press your hips forward, reach your arms back, forward stretch. Slowly release back down, use your hands, use those props. Lift your knees back to the ceiling, plant your feet on the floor, coming back to the top of the mat, both knees on the mat. Inhale, lift your hips, press them forward, reach your arms back. Slowly lower your hips back to the floor. Plant your hands on your shoulders, slide your left leg back. So we're back in that pigeon pose. Keeping your left toes tucked, press into your palms, lift your hips, find that curtsy pyramid. You're gluing that right foot where it was when you were in that half king pigeon. So that right foot is directly in front of the left. You can create a bend in one or both of your knees to release some of that tension. To get a little bit deeper, try straightening the legs. You can increase or shorten the distance between your toe and your heel. You should feel that stretch in the front right leg. Try pulling your left hip forward as your right hip rotates back, moving your hips in a clockwise motion, deepening that stretch. Gently walk your hands on the floor or on blocks to the inside of your front right foot. We're going to pivot our toes to the long edge of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Toes are slightly turned in, heels are slightly outward. Feel free to shorten or widen your distance here. Allow your head, neck, and shoulders to just come towards the floor, allowing everything to melt, feeling the stretch all along the back side of your body, and just breathing. You can grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll and find a gentle sway from side to side. Gently sway back through center. Release your hands towards the floor, towards a block. Right hand the floor, block. Inhale, left arm high. Deep spinal twist and that wide-legged forward fold. Exhale, release your left hand to meet the right. Left hand stays on the floor, on a block. Inhale, sweep your right arm high. Deep twist on this side. Gently release your right hand back to meet the left. Walk your hands to your right foot. Pivot your toes back to the top of the mat. Plant your hands as you bend into your front right knee. And then step your right foot back to meet the left. Coming back to our down dog, right where this all began. And just begin to pedal out the heels. Coming back to your breath. We're going to repeat the same thing on the left side. Gently lower both the heels. Inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, opening up that left hip flexor. Hold that left knee bent as you draw your left knee down to the mat to your left wrist. Gently lower your right knee. You're welcome to keep your right foot tucked, drop back, and then untuck the toes. Option to place a block underneath your left hip here for support. Walk your hands to center on the floor, on block. Maybe add a gentle back bend for half king pigeon. Stay there as long as you'd like. At any point in time, you're welcome to come down onto your wrist, your forearms, bringing them down to the floor or to a block. If you tried it on the other side, maybe add a gentle sway from side to side. Come back to center, plant your hands under your shoulders. Lower your left hip all the way to the floor. Rise up and then slide your right knee to the sole of your front left foot. Hands behind your back or at heart center. Inhale, lift your knees to the ceiling, plant your feet on the floor, rotate to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift your knees, plant your feet, coming back to the top of the mat. We're going to do that again. And we're gonna add the hip lift. Inhale, knees lift, feet plant on the floor. Rotate to the back, right knee is forward. Both knees on the mat. Inhale, lift your hips, press it forward, reach back. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift your knees to the ceiling, plant your feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of the mat. Both knees on the mat. Inhale, lift your hips, press it forward, reach back. Slowly lower your hips back to the floor. Slide that right leg back. Come back to your pigeon pose. Tucking your right toes, press into your palms, lift your hips, sealing that front left foot into the floor right where it was when we were in that king pigeon. Same options here. You can increase or shorten the distance of your feet. You're welcome to create a bend in one or both of your knees. For that hip stability, pull that left hip back, right hip forward. Now we're moving the hips in a counterclockwise motion, and you should feel that stretch all along the outer left leg. Hands can be on the floor or on blocks. Gently walk your hands to the inside of that front left foot. We're going to pivot our toes, coming back to that long edge of our mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Same options here. Feel free to increase or decrease the distance of your feet. And just allow your head, neck, and shoulders to hang loose. You can walk your hands between your heels, reaching to the opposite long edge of your mat. Weight is in your heel, then you lift your toes. Walk your hands back through center. Now walk your hands over to your right foot. Plant your left hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, sweep your right arm high. Deepening that twist from the first time. Gently release your right hand back to meet the left. Walk your hands through center, this time over to your left foot. Right hand stays on the floor on a block. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, lower your left hand. Pivot your toes to the short edge of your mat back to the top. Bend into your front left knee. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. Coming back to your down dog. Gently bend and extend into those knees. Coming back to your breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Gently lower your heels. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Notice how it feels after all those hip stretches. Should be a little more warmed up by now. Maybe circle out that right ankle. Square out your hips, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, draw your right knee to your right elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to nose. And step your right foot in between your palms for runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, sweep, lightning crescent. Hinge forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep, one more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Hold the hinge forward, reach the arms around front. Pivot your left toes, open up, find your warrior two. Keep a deep bend in that front right knee. Imagine you're trying to split your mat between your right heel and your left arch. Inhale, lift, big star, straighten the front right leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift and hold. We're gonna find Skadasana at the back of the mat. Bend into that back left knee, straighten the right leg. Hands can come down to the floor or blocks. Hands can be at heart center. You can try to point or flex your right toes. Maybe elevating that left heel a little bit higher. Hold it here for one more breath. Very nice. Use the inner thighs. Inhale, come back to that big star. Rise up. Tee out the arms. Bump the hips back and reverse your triangle. Reach your right arm up and over. Right toes to the short edge. Left toes to the long edge. Inhale, rise up, stack your shoulders over the hips. Bump the hips back a little bit more. Reach your right fingers forward. Tuck your right hand down, left arm up. Find your triangle. Make sure that left shoulder is stacked over the right. Opening up that shoulder, your body's between two panes of glass. Hold it here in your triangle, arms lengthening long in opposite direction. Bend into that front right knee for extended side. Hold the right arm long. Seal your left bicep to your left ear, lengthening along the left side body. From your left fingertips down to your left toes. Inhale, lengthen. Commit to that bend that right knee. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pivot your left toes, cartwheel down to frame your right foot. Plant your left hand on the inside, that right foot on the floor on a block. Inhale, right arm high. Circle out your right wrist. We're gonna find horizon lunge here. Pivot to that outer edge, that front right foot. Lower your back right hip and reach your right arm long to the inside of your left foot. Come back to your runner's lunge. Plant your right hand, step your right foot back, come into your flow. Lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come back to your down dog. Gently pedal it out, bend and extend. Deep breath here. We're going to repeat that same flow on the left side. Lower your heels towards the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg, three-legged down dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Maybe circle out that left ankle. Try lowering your right heel. Now square out your left leg, kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. Step your left foot in between your palms. Find your drishti, find your focus. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Back heels elevated. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sweep, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Big circle, bring the arms around, front, reach, reach, reach. Pivot your right toes, open up, warrior two. Keep a deep bend that front left knee. Maybe look down, you can see your big toe to the inside of your left knee. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift and stay. Skadasana in the back of the mat. Bend into that back right knee. Keep that left leg straight. Hands at heart center. Hands to the floor. Maybe try pointing, flexing that left foot. Maybe come a little bit higher on that right heel. Engage your glutes, squeeze your thighs towards one another. Inhale, rise up, big star. Exhale, bump your hips to the back. Tee out the arms. Right hand down, left arm up. Reverse your triangle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tee out the arms. Bump your hips back a little bit more because you can. Reach your left fingertips forward, left arm down, right arm up. Find your triangle. Make sure that right shoulder is stacked over the left. So if you see it forward, that's a good indicator that it's not stacked. Inhale, lengthen. Keep the T in the arms, bend into that front left knee. Deep bend, engaging your core. Hold that left arm low. Exhale, seal your right bicep towards your right ear. Lengthen all along the right side body. Commit to that bend, your front left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pivot your right toes, cartwheel down, frame your left foot. Keep your right hand on the floor on a block inside of your left foot. Inhale, sweep your left arm high. Circle out your left wrist. We're going to find horizon lunge. Start by pivoting to the outer edge of that front left foot. Now begin to dip your right hip towards the floor. Reach your left arm back to the inside of your right leg. Come back to your runner's lunge. Plant your left hand to frame your left foot. Step your left leg back and come into your flow. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Begin to pedal it out. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. We're going to flow through one more time, a little bit faster, taking out some of those pulses and adding some variations into those poses. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Rise up, find your high crescent. Exhale, lightning crescent and hold. Sweep the arms around in front. Pivot, open up, warrior two. Inhale, lift big star one time. Skodasana the back of the mat, deep bend to that front left knee, back left knee. Right leg is straight. Hold it for a breath. Squeeze those inner thighs, lift it up. Big star. Right toes point to top of the mat, tee out the arms. Bump your hips back. Draw your left arm down, right arm up. In your reverse triangle, stay here if you want to find archer, flex your right toes. Lower your toes. Tee out the arms, bump your hips back, reach your right fingertips forward. Right arm down, left arm up. Stay here at a pulse for 3. That's 2. Last one, hold it low, bend to that front right knee, extended side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, steal your left bicep, lengthen. Deep inhale. Keep that bend, that front right knee. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm down your left leg, or round towards your right hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pivot your left toes, cartwheel down. Left hand to the inside of your right foot on the floor on a block. We're gonna come right to that horizon lunge. Rotate that left hip to the floor. Come back to your runner's lunge. Plant your right hand, step your right foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Come back to your breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to nose, step it through. Find your balance. Inhale, rise up. High crescent. One lightning crescent. Exhale, sweep and hold. Draw your arms around in front. Pivot your right toes, open up. Find your warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, Skodasana at the back of the mat, bend that right knee. Left leg is straight. Come back to your breath. Engage your glutes, engage your core, lift up, big star. Bump your hips back, tee out the arms. Draw your right hand down, left arm up, reverse your triangle. Flex your toes if you want to find archer on this side. Lower your toe, tee out the arms, bump your hips back, reach your left fingertips forward. Left arm down, right arm up. Find that triangle, top of the mat. Hold it here, stay or play, lift and lower for 3. That's 2. Last one, hold it low, bend to that front left knee. Hold it for a breath. Seal your right bicep to your right ear, long line of energy. Commit to bend the knee, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pivot your right toes, cartwheel down. Frame your front left foot, right hand stays on the floor. Inhale, left arm high. Come right to that horizon lunge. Pivot to the outer edge of each foot. Dip that right hip down to the floor, does not have to touch. Come back to your runner's lunge. Plant your left hand down. Step your left leg back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out, come back to your breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Biceps frame your ears. Then lower your knees towards the floor. Keeping your toes tucked, draw your knees wide. And now sink your hips towards your heels, allowing your forehead to come to the floor. You're welcome to place a block underneath your forehead as well. Hips towards your heels, Fingers towards the top of your mat and just breathing. Holding here with your breath. Slowing down your breathing. From your child's pose, walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Hands can come off the mat for a deeper stretch. Bend your right elbow, bringing your right palm to the outside of your right knee. Press into your right hand as you lower your left shoulder closer towards the floor, hugging your left bicep into your left ear. Inhale, reach your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands back through center, and this time over to the left side. For a deeper stretch, you can walk your hands off of the mat or keep them on. Right bicep hugs your right ear, bend your left elbow, bringing your left palm to the outside of your left knee. Press into your left hand as you rotate that right shoulder closer towards the floor. Inhale, left hand meets right. Come back through center. Plant your forehead back to the floor or a block. Gently bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch at the crown of your head. Stay here, or you can continue to draw your thumbs towards the nape of your neck for a deeper tricep stretch, opening up your chest and your shoulders, and just breathing. Your arms back long. Rise up to find tabletop position. Lower your left or right hip towards the floor and allow your legs to come out long. Grabbing a block between your palms, we're going to slowly roll all the way back. As slow as you can. Think the slower the better. No such thing as too slow. Lower back, middle back, upper back, head, neck, and shoulders. Once you arrive, tap that block overhead. Release the block back in front of you. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and allow that block to come under your hips. And then lower your hips towards the block, melting into the floor and just breathing. You can try extending one leg out long, pressing your heel into the floor. What you try on one side, make sure you try on the other side. Both legs long, heels into the floor. Gently walk your heels back in towards your hips if they were long. Allow the soles of your feet to reach up towards the ceiling, arms by your side as you flex your toes, trying to imprint the sole of your foot towards the ceiling and actively pressing your sacrum into the block. Supported legs up the wall, holding here, flexion of the feet. Stay here as long as you like. You can add some movement into your feet. Point, flex, circle out your ankles. You can reach your arms up as well. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, circling out your wrists. Everything moving, all class. Gently lower your feet towards the floor. Heels back in towards your hips, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and set the block off to the side. Lower your hips back to the floor, draw your knees into your chest, curling yourself into a tight ball. You're welcome to stay here, or you can add a gentle rock side to side. You're more than welcome to keep your head, neck, and shoulders grounded or tuck your chin to your chest for a deeper stretch. Gently rock back to the center, lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Allow the soles of your feet to come up towards the ceiling for happy baby. You can grab the back side of your thighs, the outer edge of your calf, or grabbing the outer knife edge of each foot. Drawing your knees away from your rib cage, out towards your shoulders. Stay here, add a gentle sway from side to side. Gently sway back through center, keeping your left foot towards the ceiling. Reach your right leg long, flexing your right foot to allow your right calf to come closer to the floor. It does not have to touch. Release the bind of your left thigh, calf, or foot, and gently bind your hands on your left shin. Continuing to avoid your rib cage, drawing that left knee up and out towards your left shoulder. Release the bind on your left shin, and using your right hand, gently guide your left knee across your midline over to the right side. Left knee can hover, can tap the floor or a block. Supine twist on this side. For a deeper stretch, you can look over your left shoulder, maybe reach your left arm long. If you're limited on space, you can always cactus your left arm, also opening up the chest and shoulders a little bit more. Come back to center, keep that left knee bent in towards your chest, and then allow the sole of your left foot to come to the inside of your right thigh for reclined tree. Letting go of any tension that you may be holding in your calves or in your glutes, and just melting into your mat. Keeping your left knee bent, plant your left foot on the floor. Flex your right foot, inhale, lift your right leg for 3. And lower to a hover, that's 2. And lower. On the next one, we're gonna hold that right leg lifted, keep the toes flexed. Cross your right ankle on the top of your left thigh. Allow that right knee to pull away from your body. You can walk that left foot in if that feels more comfortable, or walk it further out. Hands by your side, squeeze your glutes, press into your left foot, lift your hips, figure 4 bridge. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift, figure 4. Exhale, lower down. Cactus the arms, palms facing up, and allow the knees to fall over to the right. Back through center and over to the left. As one hip lifts and lowers, make sure both shoulders are grounded towards the floor. Allowing the hips to move from side to side. On the next one, gently come back to center. Lift your left foot as you hold that figure 4. Left shin parallel to the floor. Reach your hands and bind your hands behind your left calf, behind your left thigh. You can also place your hands on your left shin. To get a little bit deeper, you can lower your head, neck, and shoulders as you hold that bind. You're pulling the left knee towards your chest as you hold that figure 4, opening up your right hip. Gently release the bind, lower your left foot, lower your right foot, draw your knees back into your chest, curling yourself into a tight ball. Pressing your lower back in towards the floor, maybe find a gentle sway from side to side. Gently come back to center. Allow the soles of your feet to come up towards the ceiling for happy baby. Any variation of happy baby of your choice. Maybe find a gentle sway here as well, continuing to press the lower back in towards the floor. Gently sway back through center. This time, keep a hold of the right foot as you release the left leg long. Flex your left foot to allow your left calf to come closer to the floor. It does not have to touch. Single leg happy baby. Keep reaching that left leg long. Release the bind of your left thigh, calf, or foot. And bind your hands on your right shin. My goodness. Bind your hands on your right shin to allow your right heel to come closer towards your glutes for wind removing pose on the right side. Gently release the bind on your right shin. Got it right that time. Plant your left hand to the outside of your right knee and gently allow that right knee to come over to the left side. That right knee can hover on space, it can tap a block or the floor. To deepen the stretch, you can look over your right shoulder, maybe reach your right arm long, trying to keep both shoulders grounded in your supine stretch on this side. To get a little bit deeper in your chest and shoulders, you can cactus your arm. Gently come back to center, lower both hips. Keep your right knee bent and allow the sole of your right foot to come to the inside of your left leg, anywhere along the left leg, for reclined tree on the right side. Any tension that you're holding in your hips, in your knee, in your shoulders, let it go and melt into your mat. Keeping your left leg long, right knee stays bent, plant your right foot on the floor. Flex your left leg, inhale, lift your left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold. Continue to flex your left foot. Cross your left ankle on the top of your right thigh and allow that left knee to pull away from your body, opening up your left hip flexor. You can walk your right foot closer in towards your hips or further away, continuing to hold that figure four, arms by your side. Press into your right foot, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. One more time, squeeze and lift. Exhale, lower down. Cactus your arms like a goalpost, palms facing up, and allow your knees to fall from side to side. Gentle sway from one side to the other. Gently come back to center, holding that figure four. Lift your right foot off the floor, bringing your shin parallel to the mat. Weave your hands underneath your right thigh, clasping your hands, or you can bend your right knee, bringing your hands on your right shin. Stay here if this is comfortable. If you want to get a little bit deeper, lower your head, neck, and shoulders as you hold that bind. Continue to pull that left knee away from your body. Gently release your bind. Allow your right foot to come towards the floor. Plant your left foot to meet the right. Draw your knees back in towards your chest. Find a gentle sway from side to side. Back to center. Plant your feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling, and then allow your knees to fall open. Butterfly your knees out, soles of your feet together. Cactus your arms, open up your chest and your shoulders. Maybe bring a gentle gaze behind your eyes. To deepen the stretch, draw your heels closer towards your glutes. To lessen the stretch, walk your heels away from your hips. Maybe allow your head to rock from side to side. Stay here as long as you'd like. You can also extend your legs out long, heels touch, toes fall open. Arms by your side. You can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, or any final resting pose for your Shavasana. Coming back to your breath, coming back to your intention. Notice your belly rise on your inhale, belly falls on your exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your breath. Reach your arms overhead, full body stretch. Create a tiny arch in your lower back as you reach your arms overhead, legs out long. Continue to hold your arms overhead as you draw your knees in towards your chest. And allow yourself to roll to your favorite side, using your bottom arm as a pillow. Top arm to just relax, holding here in fetal position. Fetal position is a sign of new beginnings. Gently using your top arm to press yourself up, coming to a comfortable seat on your mat. You rock your sit bones from side to side, lengthening through the crown of your head as you come through center. Inhale, arms overhead. Excuse me, I knew that was coming. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, twist. Release your right hand to your left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your gaze. Inhale, arms overhead, gaze comes center. Exhale, left hand to right knee, twist, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. I thank you all so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. The light love in me honors and respects the light love in each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.